Namaste. I would like to think that through all these videos, countless of random videos for no reason, no purpose, I don't know why, I don't know who I am, I don't know why I'm here, it's got nothing to do with that. I hope somewhere within all these words that some sort of understanding comes through, that what lies beyond all these words is that a knowledge that everything is fine, you see, everything is okay. That the one who is beyond is taking great care of countless flavors of souls. There's not one soul any different, you see. Not one being any different. Even the term the body is a unique individual thing in comparison to every other body is somewhat a bit suspect, you know. The eyes may tell lies, you see. These eyes may be the lying eyes. And that through all the mist of differences that appears to be in front of us, everything is the same. I hope that these words come through in the understanding that there is no human being corrupt. There has never been a human being or any life form corrupt. They're all being led by a corrupt mind, maybe. See, but even the mind is not corrupt. The mind is trying its hardest to control itself. Very similar to a physical life. When we say someone is mentally ill, every day I feel like I am getting nowhere. I'm trying to control myself, you see. Mind is speaking about itself. Deep in the core of everybody's heart, everybody's nervous system, deep, deep, deep along this invisible umbilical cord that you are never not separate from, is attached right now. Although your eyes are lying again, it cannot see it, you see. Lies, there lies you, your truth, looking from that point right now, trying your hardest to stay separate from all of this, and letting your body and your mind be taken control of by other bodies and minds. And you are not the vulnerable one, you are the victim, you are also the culprit. You see, you're trying to take control of others' minds. Any judgmental comment you're watching deep in your core that your body and mind seems to be making, you see, appears to be making. They say. One moment. OM. One moment. That was the words that this God or this supremacy spoke to this body and mind. But the mind, even the mind, was so far adrift that it had to stand up and shake itself and say, what was that? You know, what was that? One moment. All that is taking place is one moment. It is like, you could say it's like the Big Bang, but it's not, you see. But imagine a big explosion and the impact. It's not the impact that we're living in. It is the result of the impact, you see. The result of the two fingers connecting in Michelangelo's painting. Father, stability, allness, mother, consciousness, moving, lovingness, you see. Bang! To create an infinite grounding. You see? When an explosion takes place, though, it cannot be an explosion because at some point the explosion will finally settle. But this is forever. This moment. And within this moment, all of this is taking place in our time-based world where we, appearing as beings, as humans, as forms, as trees, as nature, as life, as existence, are just part of this moment. Consciousness, you see. This created consciousness, life. You see, that is why father and mother, you see, opposites, two complete opposites, man, woman, yin, yang, father, mother. So when you deny an opposite, when you deny pain and accept pleasure, you're denying one or the other. But who is denying, you see? You're the result of the coming together, you see, the conception, this ultimate, immaculate conception that has been misinterpreted. But it's true. This coming together. You are the coming together. Your father and mother coming together. But you're also the father. You're also appearing as the father for all the males, you see. And all the females appearing as the mother. And somewhere, some get confused. I don't know if I'm man, woman. I feel feminine. I feel masculine. No wrong there, you see. Just another result of the impact. Because some of the explosion goes this way and some goes that way, you see. That every way this consciousness is moving. Like a dance, like a Sufi dance, you know. All fathers and mothers came from this conception. There is no devil without God. See? When you accept God and not devil, you're on either side, you see. But your truth, your reality is you are this coming together. This movement, this infinite explosion, where you, at what you are, your truth, that you will never see what you are. You will never know what you are. But during this explosion, you will appear in thousands and thousands of bodies. Thousands and thousands of life forms. Constantly coming back, returning. Oh yeah, and you're saying now, Mr. Mind, no, not again. Please, not again. Always with new mind. Always with new mind, you see. That is why you cannot remember anything from your previous life. You know, it's all one, you see. So there is something we call synchronicities, coincidences, where you meet a person, you say, I know that one, I've met that one before. Maybe a friend in a past life. But within all these lives you will experience every single thing that there is to experience. Poverty, kingdom, every color of skin, you see. Oh, you racist, you hate that one, you see. My God, I can't come back like that. Oh no. Men, women, every single being within these words has to be said that they are trying their hardest. Trying their hardest. Even the worst that your mind despises, you see. You don't really look at why they create this, whatever it is that goes against your prejudice, your judgment, your conditioning, your religion, your culture. You never really investigate, you see, because you depend on your governments and your past and your history books and the media to tell you, how bad the world is, how bad the world is. I love TV. It's always telling you how bad the world is, how bad it is over there, how bad it is in your local community, how bad it is, you see. It's all bad, you see. Everything is bad, but it's there for a purpose. It's pushing you to the good, you see. It's pushing you to say, switch me off, Look for some goodness. Look within. And then it's all goodness, you see, all goodness, all rosy and sweet and cherry and flowery, And you say, why? What is it about this world? I've tasted badness. They keep throwing goodness. I'm trying my hardest just to be, just to be, just to be. I want to experience all the things that these saints experience. I want to experience love. I want to experience bliss. I want to experience freedom, silence, all the things that they talk about, which you already are. That is why you'll find most genuine enlightened beings call themselves a fool, you see. For years, I've been living in this dream of trying to find something out. Something that makes me feel special. Something that everyone has been teasing me with in the past. All these mystical people have been saying wonderful things. These spiritual and religious people have been telling me about all this. In the Bible, it explains to me how God opened up the seas, you see. Jesus opened up the seas. I wanted some of that, you see. I always wanted that. So I looked and looked and looked and looked. And what a fool. I was always that, you see. Always opening up seas. Always healing. Always feeling this bliss. Always in love. Always kind and compassionate. Always considerate. Always proud of anger. Proud of justifiable experiencing actions that came without any warning. Proud of my pain and pleasure. I was always that. But the mind says no. The mind says no. And minds may be listening to this saying, no, you're not Jesus. You've never done the things that Jesus done. We saw, we believe, Jesus did. Same as this body did. Same as everybody is doing right now. But your mind is telling you no. Always saying no. Always saying it's not your time. And you listen to the mind, you see. Whatever you have to say about this world, when you experience what Jesus experienced, what Shiva experienced, what Buddha experienced, what Ramana experienced, what Papaji experienced, Muji experienced, Eckhart Tolle, Neem Karoli, Ananda Mayamau, all these, whatever they experience, and thousands others, they're not the only few, you see. Isn't that us alone and no one else? Everyone is awakening to the realization that, my God, I am as special as Jesus. I am no more special and no less special. Everyone is special. When you awake to that, you realize, I've been a fool. What an absolute fool. But you can laugh about it because you're free to laugh. Because you're free to know that it wasn't the body. It wasn't the mind. It wasn't what you experienced or what you'd done, what actions you took. It was happening without your participation. You're simply a witness. Simply the eyes of God. Every single being in this world and in all worlds and in past worlds, if you believe in time and in future worlds, are the same, and every single one will appear to your mind and their minds as if they are doing something good and something bad and wrong and right. But they are all absolutely perfectly trying to be what they were sent to be, a reflection of God, not God. Billions and billions and billions of reflections of God from this bang, this conception. But this God is not father and mother and the bang. This God is all encompassing everything. The father, the mother, the conception, the bang, the moment, the beyond, the universes, the galaxies, everything. And no one is exempt. And no one is separate from that. That is why it is easy when you realize you may be a fool, but you are free for the words to come through you saying, I am that. I am. What a wonderful world, and every being playing its part without even attempting. But the mind is always the guard walking back and forward, checking out, judging, worrying, improving, destroying. Everything the mind does is simply a dream. And we are witnessing mind, the mind of these two that conceived, playing one massive movie, infinitely always here and now, always in this one moment, this singular, non-moving, stable moment that just circulates within itself. Because this bang or this conception cannot go anywhere without you or I. One moment. The words still ring out every single moment of this one's life. All over. Right now. Namaste. I love you.